Steve Jobs is dead, survived by my iPhone, my iPad, my PowerBook, and millions of happy Mac users all over the world. He is also survived by something that we don't like to talk about, a $76 billion cash surplus for Apple. What does that actually mean? Well, number one, it's a whole lot of money. But number two, it also points to something that suggests that Steve Jobs is not the saint we make him out to be. With $76 billion, Steve Jobs and Apple could have done something else. You know, it is said that for $76 billion, Apple could have purchased Goldman Sachs and still had $10 billion left over. But with $76 billion, Steve Jobs and Apple could have changed the entire paradigm for businesses worldwide. Instead of saving that money for themselves, instead of just embracing that money and the greed and the glut that goes with it, they could have done something to change the lives of the people who actually make our Apple products. We have people working for little money in China in economic zones where they're actually worked to death. Workers actually committing suicide just to get out of the workplace. That's pretty serious. Steve Jobs, with $76 billion in cash surplus, had the opportunity to change the business paradigm by actually taking some small sum of that and paying workers what they deserve, or even better perhaps, bringing those jobs back to America where American workers would benefit from it. Instead, Apple chose to hold on to the money. Instead of giving back some of that money in one of the smartest marketing moves ever, they held on to it, showing no consideration for the people who actually manufacture Apple products and paying more attention to the people who are simply collecting the money. And in this respect, rather than simply change design, Steve Jobs could have changed the world. He did not. And in that case, Steve Jobs failed us.